And we're back.
Good morning. It's Friday, September 27th, 25th day of our 31-day trip. 29th day of our... I went back a few days. What do I know? Yeah, the 29th day of our 31-day trip. We're here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're headed to a racetrack. Apparently it's at the beach. No, anyhow, it's called Beecham or something?
It is called Beach Bend. B-E-E-C-H-B-E-N-D.
The manager in the hotel said, "You going to the beach tonight?" I was like, "Hello, it's raining." Anyhow.
But first.
We will go there. But first what?
We're going to the Corvette Museum.
We're going to the Corvette Museum before we go to the racetrack?
Yeah, I think so. Because the beach thing is, he told me the beach is beyond the shore.
Okay, so I guess it's Corvette Museum first, then we plug in the beach. Anyway.
There's also a racetrack evidently right next to the Corvette Museum that we're going to hit too. So that's two racetracks today. Last night I did an inventory of the actual tracks, and this will be 24 and 25 today.
Wow.
And I think that'll probably be it for the trip. 25 racetracks in all.
Not bad.
We blew apart the record from 3 years ago. 14 we had then.
New world record.
No, we had 11 back then. Now we're 25.
Yeah, we can't even count.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's early. It's 10. Getting a little bit of a later start, but we didn't have anything else to do.
It's right now is 10:10. Wins New York. Anyhow,
it's a rainy day. And it doesn't matter because we've had 28 prior beautiful days weather-wise. And if you notice, no sunglasses for the first time. So I feel naked.
Where'd they go? Yeah, anyhow. Yeah, I do feel naked.
Well, we are looking forward to a wonderful day today in spite of the weather, because every single day has been absolutely stupendous.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, we'll see you later.
We're riding the yellow line. Oh, yes, we're riding the yellow line.
Don't you pick up that phone.
'Cause we're riding on our own.
'Cause we're
hugging the
yellow
line.
We just left Bowling Green Motel, the Hampton, and headed up to the Corvette Museum. And after Corvette Museum, we're going to some racetrack, Bend over. Bend. What was it? I don't know. Anyhow, we're going to a racetrack. After that, we're headed Beach Bend racetrack. After that, we're on our way, and we'll cross time zones today, back into the Eastern time zone, and be up in West Virginia for the night. So, but it's a rainy, miserable day today.
Okay, Corvette Museum, we're coming to you. And here's the racetrack, the Corvette racetrack. Been here, drive a Corvette here. Not today, though. That's a big track. Nice, that went all the way down the other end. Well, that's going to be our first track today, and then we're going to go to that beach nut track. Beach Bend, which is an actual oval. But I think we're going to do it from the car.
It isn't hard to feel me glow. I watched the fire that grew so low.
Freaking raining like crazy. Woo.
after unsuccessfully dodging the pouring rain, the gentlemen entered the museum and were immediately blown away. Here, just inside the entrance, was a long, wide hallway with a road running down the middle of it. There were at least 10 brand new just off the line. 2025 Corvettes just waiting for pickup by their new ecstatic owners. While they were gawking at these beautiful and powerful machines, one of the new owners was getting the rundown of his new car. As the boys approached that beautiful Corvette, the owner started it up under the guidance of factory representative, and that's when they heard that deep-throated rumble of a powerful 6.2-liter V8 engine producing 490 horsepower. This museum is a delight for any Corvette aficionado. It starts with the original 1953 Corvette, and every year is represented from then to the present. There are many full-scale dioramas set up here with gas stations, service shops, local streets from back in the day, and all have at least one, if not more, Corvettes in the scenes true to the time period. One sign on the wall here precisely explains the fascination of those who can't get enough of the Corvette legacy, an American love affair. There are many really unique Corvettes here in this museum, but the 1969 Manta Ray has an ominous and powerful look to it. They spent several minutes watching the one on display slowly twirl around, so the viewers could see it from all angles. Truth be known, they both watched it rotate around several times before they moved on. One of the older known Corvettes is one of Bill's favorites, the 1963 split-window Stingray. It is an absolute classic, and Bill fell in love with it when it first came out. Bill was 13 years old, and remains one of his favorites to this day, 61 years later. One display includes a now famous 1954 Entombed Corvette, which remained stored for 27 years at the request of the owner, Richard Sampson of Brunswick, Maine, who wrote in his will that the time capsule was to remain entombed until the year 2000. Chevrolet and the Corvette have a deep history in motorsports, as presented here at the National Museum. Many records have been broken by these awesomely designed and developed speedsters. As the saying goes, when on Sunday, sell on Monday.
A bigger rear end, traction mattress headers and a bigger rear end, traction mattress headers and a bigger rear end, traction mattress positive traction too.
They finally made their way into the Skydome that was made famous by the early morning February 12th, 2014 collapse of the floor, which swallowed up several very pricey Corvettes. 8 historic cars plummeted nearly 40 feet into the vast hole that opened up as the floor gave way. 5 of them were totally destroyed in the collapse, but 3 of them were able to be restored.
This is one unbelievably cool place.
It is. It's amazing. Just
I mean, who doesn't like a Corvette? Maybe Henry Ford.
Yeah, maybe. Fantastic.
When the guys exited the Corvette Museum, it was still raining, yet they were determined to find the National Corvette Museum Motorsports Park a short distance from the museum itself. Here there was a go-kart track and a very large road course. If the weather had been nicer, they could have rented one of their 20 or so Corvettes and were sure signing numerous insurance waivers. Alas, nothing was going on today as it just continued to pour rain.
In the rain at the NCM Motorsports Park. We're big road course, and you could drive a Corvette if the weather wasn't like it is. And since the weather is like it is, this is about the only part that we're going to be able to see. Try to get a better view of the track. And there it is, in the rain. Darn, wish we had a better weather.
The guys dove back into the car and left the National Corvette Museum Raceway, and they headed several more miles to find the Beach Bend Speedway. Even though it was raining, this drive took us several miles on the back roads of Kentucky with so much greenery and beautiful rolling grass-covered hills. As they pulled up to the entrance, they suddenly realized that this was yet another huge facility.
So this is 2 more tracks. This will be 25 and 26. 25 and 26. Nice. Incredible record.
Covering hundreds of acres of land. Beach Bend Speedway consisted of multiple racetracks, a drag strip, off-road course, drift course, motocross, and a paved oval. Unfortunately, they couldn't get into this venue.
Oh, they're actually having a function here today, so we can't get into the track because they are having a function in the rain. And so that's about as close as we're going to get, but there is a drag strip right down there.
As there was a private event going on which left them only able to take a visual look at another complex dedicated to motorsports. Still, they checked another box and added to the long list of racing facilities across the nation.
We're driving in the rain, just driving in the rain. What a wonderful piece of shit day it is.
Carl drove through some horrific conditions today. Pouring driving rain mixed with heavy fog at times and extremely strong gusty winds. Along the way, the weather slowly got better as Carl drove them out of rain, winds, and fog, and into less cloudy skies with the sun and some blue sky peeking through. Soon they would make it to Barboursville, West Virginia, and kick back, relax, and review the day's events while chowing down at the local Cracker Barrel. Yet another amazing day, confirming that these two gentlemen are the luckiest guys we know.